Howdy, everybody, and welcome to Yukon Valley 16X. This is an updated version of the map that just came out Friday, I believe, and with it, it does require a new save, so I figured we just jump into doing something a little different than what we had started with. So I figure we do a little bit of mining. Now, as you can see, we've got different equipment than what I had set up over on the island. We've actually got RGC's Slucifer wash plant. We are using one of RGC's conveyors, and then the other conveyor we're using is actually from FS Miner, if memory serves me right. So, but that's our setup. Starting out, we're just going to be building up a stockpile of pay dirt to run. I have ran the plant just a little bit just to make sure I understand how to work it right. Being as this is actually the plant is actually a vehicle, not a production site. So things are set up a little bit different. I have to do things a little differently. So, but it is what it is. So, in the meantime, like I said, we're going to just jump right in, and we'll see what we can accomplish. Before I jump in, let's see if I can get some music going here. Now, something I have ran into quite a bit whenever using Terraform in FS25 is that I get real lags my computer quite a bit, and my frame rate drops considerably whenever running Terraform. So. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who has that issue. If it's something that you guys haven't done before, and you're looking into loading up some terraforming on FS25, it is something to be mindful of. whenever whenever the machine is actually making the changes to the map, it does drastically reduce the game's performance. So something to be mindful of. Um, but it's pretty well known. So now what I'm doing right here, getting this nice level pad, it's being leveled out to the surveyor that I got set up already. And I could do this one of two ways. I could do it like I'm doing right now with this front loader, or I could hop in that D11 there and just push it all with D11. As a matter of fact, let's park this out of the way for the moment. And we'll hop in the D11 and set it up right quick, and we'll do a little pushing with it. Now, a fun fact with D11. The D11 is the largest dozer that Caterpillar produced. Now, there's a Frankenstein of a Caterpillar that a company in Australia built. They took D11s, they stretched them, put a bigger engine in, and they called it the D12. And it is a larger, more powerful piece of equipment than a factory Caterpillar D11. And I'm not really sure size-wise how it compares to Komatsu's largest offering. Komatsu, from my understanding, it still holds the record for the largest produced dozer. So now this dozer, this does have tree cutting. But yeah, there's very few mines that can really justify using the bigger dozers. Mostly what you'd see the bigger dozers being used in, as a matter of fact, the Komatsu, the 375, or I'm sorry, the 575, is very powerful. It is the largest dozer that was produced by factory. The big thing with this, from my understanding, it was mostly used in coal mining for stripping down mountains, basically. So, so but they were the kings of the mountains, and that was up in Appalachian Mountains. So, but this is another great way of clearing land, is using a dozer. Obviously, these big boys, these bigger dozers, they're capable of moving quite a bit of dirt at once. But sometimes, for what reason, this one's not wanting to push very good today. So I want to jump back over into the front loader, and we'll just do it with the front loader for the time being. I'll have to look in and see if it's a dozer issue or if it's what's going on. But even the tree cutting's not working right on this dozer. So we just might very well get rid of this D11. We might jump into the Komatsu. Now I've got two of these Volvos set up pretty well the same way. Same size buckets on them, everything. These are a little bit oversized buckets. They're 40,000 liters. Which is honestly, it is bigger than what the bucket actually could hold. But if we were to just do this regular size bucket, we'd be running into just taking forever to get anything accomplished. So. When we start getting further and further afield, we will start using our rock truck for transporting. But with this being as close as we are, it's not worth the hassle of loading into the rock truck. Just to turn the truck right back around and reloading or emptying it. So this close to where we're making our pile, it's not worth it. But we're going to get back to the music and we'll just keep working. So the music that I had going, it is just music from YouTube Studio, and I honestly didn't listen to much of it before I downloaded it. And well, that song's something that I wouldn't have an issue with playing in the background if it was just background noise for me. No. But with it being me on stream, I don't think I want to play that song on stream. So, as a matter of fact, give me 1 second. so far that is working the way it's supposed to. So let's go ahead and fire up the wash plant, and we will run some pay dirt. So our pile kind of grew a little bit too far this way. So it's going to make it a little bit more of a challenge to hit the conveyor. This conveyor that this red conveyor here, it is a smaller conveyor. It does not move as fast as RGC's conveyors do. But the reason why I'm using this one instead of, say, no, wrong one. This guy right here. Getting this conveyor properly lined up with this guy, I was struggling with it, especially because of me not being hitting it at a straight angle. That was causing me some problems. So we went with this conveyor setup, but we'll make do with what we got. And like I said, we'll just make do. So we are just a one-man operation here, so having a slower conveyor is not really going to hurt us none. As you can see, we're already starting to get some tailings piling up. Once we empty this bucket into the conveyor, we will actually, I'm not sure if it'll work or not. At least this way we can catch our coarse tailings right off the bat. We'll still have our fine tailings that we have to do right off the sluices, but as far as coarse goes, we'll at least dump them straight in. So. Hmm. It's not working perfect either, but it is mostly working. So, so long as it's mostly working, we'll leave it be. And I think I'm just going to have to set up a different conveyor setup. But at least gives me some experience with this. What I'll end up doing is I'll probably get a second one of these kind of conveyors. I'll have to build a platform to put it up on top of because otherwise it won't reach. But otherwise, that well, that will work. So, but otherwise, yeah, we'll let's get this out of the way. Actually, I think we're going to go with some different style conveyors. Different style altogether. Alright. Well, that's not exactly perfect as far as the way I was wanting to do things, but that is going to work just fine for us. Kicker is this these conveyors are auto loaders where they'll automatically pick it up. But that's also going to mean that we're going to blow through our pile a whole lot faster whenever we are running the plant. As a matter of fact, you can see that our wash plant is quite full, but that is just fine. So let's go ahead and hop in our front loader, do a little bit of cleanup around the area. And not just clean up around the area, but we'll continue working on leveling out this area.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
Well, I forgot what day it was, or more so, I didn't think about. Local store closes early on Sundays, and I don't have anything in the house for dinner other than rice and beans, and I'm not really in the mood for rice and beans right now. So I'm going to cut this uh, episode short. Off air, I am going to work on the conveyor setup. I am going to go back with. Um, I am either going to get. Let's see where they at. These guys lined up. Get them working well together to lift up there, or I might give these two guys a shot again. But I am honestly, I'm leaning more toward doing those two guys right there. But otherwise, I do want to say thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, and I really hope to catch you guys next time. Take care and